Today's word is stupendous.
You need some encouragement.
We really love listening to you guys.
You need some inspiration.
Love your podcast. Wonderfully inspiring as I think about my marriage.
Stupendous marriage encouragement.
You're listening to the Stupendous Marriage Show.
Welcome to the Stupendous Marriage Show. I am Stu Gray.
Hey, I'm Lisa Gray.
Coming up on the show today, where's the line in helping your spouse? We'll be talking a little bit about that with an email we got. We'd love to get an email from you on air at stupendousmarriage.com. If you've got a question about marriage, send it our way and we can discuss it on the show here. So how you doing, honey? How's things? How's life?
I'm kind of allergified. Is that a word? It should be.
What?
My allergies, like I have an elephant sitting on my head right now. And so I'm like, oh my goodness. And I don't know what it is. Is it this time of year normally that we have allergies like this?
I don't know. I guess I have memory loss when it comes to allergies and time of the year. I guess it always happens around the fall, but I always forget and think something horrible is happening to me and I'm sick and whatever. But I think we do have allergies around this time of the year usually.
Do we? It just feels early to me. And so when I woke up and the elephant was on my face, I was like, what's happening? And he won't leave. I keep telling him to leave and he won't leave. And I don't know how people don't have allergies. Like I've heard of people who like, yeah, nothing bothers me. I feel like everybody I know has allergies, and I don't think it was that way when I was a kid.
Or we didn't talk about it or focus on it as much. You know, I think we become a real health-centered culture where everybody's talking about health things and what is this problem and how well can we eat and this thing is killing us and this thing is doing bad and how do we exercise all the time. I don't know. I just think we become a culture that's very interested in how our health is doing. And I don't know if we were when we were kids, or at least my family didn't run in those circles.
Yeah, no, we didn't either. I mean, it never crossed our mind. Of course, I did have a doctor tell me a while back. She said the chicken, because I was telling her, she was asking me questions about how I ate when I was a kid and that kind of stuff. And I said, I live with a single dad, like especially when I was a kid, and we ate chicken almost every night because it was cheap. And so she said, yeah, but the chicken back then is not the chicken now. Like the quality of chicken now is not the same as it was back then. It was much better back then. So you could eat it every night of the week and it not affect you. I was like, oh man, that sucks. You know, just to think about how different it is in this season, in this generation, like our kids, how it will be for them than it was for us when we were kids. And
speaking of not good chicken, apparently KFC is testing out meatless chicken in one of their stores in Georgia. I just read that. Yeah, they're going to try some sort of meatless chicken.
They're just wanting to get in the race with Chick-fil-A and Popeyes chicken. Now, have we figured out if we have a Popeyes in our area?
There are a couple around, but none like near us.
Yeah, and then they're supposedly running out of chicken or something.
Yeah, they've stopped. They said they're out. So they're going to bring it back full time, but their limited engagement, they have said that they're done.
Wow. No, I wish I would have gone now. I mean, I heard there were lines forever. I don't know if that's the case.
Get behind me, Satan.
I love Chick-fil-A and everything it stands for. Unfortunately, their chicken doesn't agree with me anymore. And it makes me really sad. It really does. I don't know what it is.
This is all about the chicken today.
It is. I don't know. Anyway, so yes, that is definitely the world we're running into versus what we were many, many years ago.
Let's get to our email. We'll do that coming up next. All right, here's our email for today. Hey guys, I really don't know where else to go. I wanted to ask this question. My husband is completing his master's degree. We got married young, and I have been doing homework for him for years. I try not to, but he pouts, and I end up doing a large bit of it. We were on vacation with our family, and then they volunteered to watch our son while we went to a hotel for the night. We get to the hotel, and he expects me to spend the night writing a paper for him.
What?
I was so hurt and very mad, and we've only had sex a couple times in the last year, and I feel like a bad person if I complain. What do I do?
Well, as you heard from my response, I couldn't let you even finish the email because I'm like, what? Like, he expected her to do a paper on their like night away. Yeah, no. It's an unfortunate place because I have a feeling that previous decisions that she's made has got her into this place. You know, she said yes, 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 yes over time to his question of needing her help with stuff. And now it kind of sounds like there's some codependency going on there. He is assuming that she's just going to take care of stuff and probably feeling pretty insecure that he can do it himself. And I don't know how you stop that other than just saying no, which is going to be difficult. It's going to cause a difficult season. But saying no and setting a boundary for yourself and saying, hey, look, I am so sorry. I messed up because years ago when you asked me, I should have said no. I should have said, babe, this is your degree. This is your thing. You need to do the work. And I didn't. And now I need to, so that he can really, first of all, earn his degree, right? Because all these things that she's doing are things that he's not learning because she's doing it for him. And then also so he can maybe get his confidence back and security back and knowing that he can do it.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say he's not getting a master's degree. She is, because she's doing all the work. That's not going to be helpful. Whatever gig he's going into and he needs a master's degree for, he's not going to know any of the stuff if she's doing all the work for him. That's a big problem. Unfortunately, I have some experience with this. And I got into college by my mom writing a paper for me.
Oh, honey, I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's,
dun, dun, dun.
That's a horrible thing. But I applied to tons and tons of colleges, and she decided that she wanted to help me write the application letter or whatever. And people are getting in trouble for all this sort of like getting into college stuff now. There are cases, there are parents that are, bribing colleges and getting scholarships and all the sort of stuff that they don't need to be getting. And parents are going to jail for this sort of stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Not that you're doing anything illegal. You're trying to stand by your husband. You're trying to help him and move him in the right direction. But it's gone beyond that line of help into enabling and not emasculating, but I mean, he needs to do the work. If he's getting the degree, in my mind, that's what makes sense. And I think the only way to heal this thing is to rip the Band-Aid off and just say, you stop, and have him step up and do the work and you not do it anymore. You need to be expressing yourself also if you're feeling neglected sexually. You're doing the work and he's still not paying attention to you and you're not being intimate together.
So wait. So you're saying if she was doing the work, but he was like taking care of her, you know what I mean? Like in the bedroom, that you would be okay with it? Is that what you're saying?
That's not what I said.
Oh, okay.
Not what I meant. I was thinking on the other side of it, he's having her do the work and he's not having sex with her. What's going on? Mm-hmm. I don't understand what that deal is. So that's a little bit weird to me.
Yeah. Well, and I have a feeling that there's more going on. Unfortunately for her, I have a feeling there's more going on than what she may realize. If he is not wanting to be close to her intimately, which is a way that a lot of men receive love. Now, that's not the only way they receive love, but that's a lot of the way that some men receive love. And he's not wanting to be intimate with her, and he's not wanting to step up and do the work for his master's degree. What else is going on? And I don't mean like him having an affair necessarily. I just mean like in his mind, what's happening? What is making him feel like, one, he can't do it himself. Mm-hmm. He has come to rely on her to handle that, and then make him not want to feel physically connected with her. Like, what is happening in there? Has he moved her to the wrong seat in the bus, from, in his mind, his wife to somebody who's just taking care of the kids and doing his homework? Like, does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So it's like, what else is going on a deeper level? And I don't think you figure that out until you confront him, unfortunately, and you say, hey, hold up. I love you. I'm worried about you. I made these choices back here that were probably incorrect in saying yes to doing the work for you. And now I need to stop. And I'm also worried about you. Like, what's happening that were not able to be together intimately. And I know in the email it said they had kids.
Right.
So obviously they've had sex. So they have kids, and that it may be he's working full time and trying to do the masters. Like we don't know the whole story, sure. But at the same time, what we're hearing, there's something going on that's not good for anybody.
And just for the record, I did all the work for myself when I went to college. I just wanted to say that out loud.
I know you did because you're really smart. So,
but I went to school for theater, though. My classes were easy.
Oh, you still have to take the core stuff. I mean, you are so much smarter than me. So, when it comes to book smarts, you got it going on, babe. So I know
you got the street cred, though. You got the street smarts.
I do have the street smarts. I'm okay to admit that. Honestly, I'm thankful for that. I oftentimes think about, man, if I could have been super intelligent, would I have swapped it for my street smarts? But no, I'm good. So.
Something new on the show today. We're going to try out the Stupendous Question. So the Stupendous Question is where you get to participate in the show. We usually answer questions, but we're going to ask you a question.
Our heart really is for this show to be a community, and we want to hear your thoughts on some of the questions we're going to ask as the Stupendous Marriage Question.
And as a community, maybe you'll inspire another couple with your answer to a question. So we would love to hear from you at 1-615-592-1060. It's 1-615-592-1060. You can answer this question. What was the worst or most memorable date you ever went on with your spouse?
Ooh, that's a good one. I can't wait to hear. I have to think about that. We get to answer too, right? Like, can we answer?
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. So over the next couple weeks, send in your response, 1-615-592-1060, and we'll share some on the show. We'll share ours as well. And we'll come up with another stupendous question in an upcoming show. We'll talk to you next time.
See ya.